tell the truth of the Bible. The church is about the performance. There was a book they wrote about the rules of the church, and they said the most important thing is that pocketbook. That's in their rules. So the whole goal is the performance. The greater the church performs, the more you'll give. So much so, what's the Winans pastor? Winans pastor, man. Winans pastor, first of all, is extorting the hell out of that church. Just think about, we're going to talk about Snap later. They can afford to give $1,200, and the pastor can say, that's not enough. And he can feel comfortable saying that $1,200, first of all, she gave $1,000, gave an extra $200, said that's not enough in front of her and her grandson that's right there. And then the saddest part about it all, as that pastor says, that's not what I said, the church laughs at it. Whereas in our school, we're going to teach the truth. You got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You got to obey the Most High. And when we pay our tithes, which we do, when we give our money, which we do, it feeds the brothers and sisters in our community. Like as we go through SNAP, we have food programs and stuff like that that's in place to take care of them.
Before we get to SNAP, I got to ask, again, I don't want to leave out the Druski Skit yet. Black man does walk up with a white woman. Black man loves white woman. That's his love of his life. You look at that as they walk by, of course, their story is a love story.
Right.
But you look at it as what?
If they just walking by and don't say anything to us, we don't say nothing to them.
Okay.
Because, and that's what makes the skit. So now in the skit, you got to do that. Because, of course, I hate seeing a black man with a white woman, just like I hate seeing a white man with a black woman. Did I say that twice?
You got it right.
Okay, all right. So, but at camp, our rules are we're not supposed to make personal attacks. Now, do other Israelite groups do that? Yes. So, like, he's not wrong with them getting attacked because that's usually what happens. But it's not supposed to because you're not supposed to make a personal attack. But when I see a black man with a white woman or vice versa, it does something to my core when I see it. So if I'm at camp, but if I'm at camp, I don't look. I might if I'm speaking, I'm ignore it. When I get down, I'm like, man, you see this nigga over here with this white devil was with this white bitch or some shit like that. I might say something like that, but I'm not gonna make a direct personal attack at them because I believe if I make a personal attack, the Lord won't be with me with it. But if they say something to me, then the Lord will be with me because I didn't start the argument. So like those are the rules that we have within our school. But the shit's funny though.
Come on.
Yeah, with the Druski skit, do you think he didn't go as deep because of the backlash he got from the previous skit with the white man?
That might play a part. Like I think if he would have went as hard, they probably would have come down on him. Like I think if he could have went as hard as he wanted to on black people and making fun of us, but if he would have went as hard like on the white side, they probably would have tried to mess with him. And he did get a lot of backlash because this 2025 age is a lot sensitive. Like when I bring up, if you watch the movie Tropic Thunder and Robert Downey Jr. is playing a black guy, it's the funniest shit ever. Nobody said nothing. When the Winans brothers is playing white chicks, it's the funniest, nobody's saying nothing. But now, and it's even when Eddie Murphy played a white man in Coming to America, nobody said nothing. He played a Chinese man in Norbit. Nobody said nothing. But in today's day and age, they so sensitive. So that could have played a part as to why he didn't want to do it. Maybe he didn't want he already got one controversy with the white skit. He didn't want another controversy with the black skit. Maybe that's it.
Now, interracial relationships, why
you're one sentence away from launching your website with Base 44. Since the beginning,
a white person, not a white woman, not be redeemed if she's with a black man there's no.
Maybe she's seeking greatness.
Right.
Nah. I said one time, man, we become the pet of the white woman.
Oh.
The only thing you're giving that white woman is the rod that she's heard so many myths about. She's heard the myth about the black rod and how it's great and wonderful and it'll take care of you and change your whole life. And she wants that experience. Damn. Y'all know that show, I Love New York. You remember that show?
Yep.
Had this brother, there was a brother on there, his name was It from I Love New York. It from I Love New York is in front of me and Sinetta. He got a white woman with him. This is on video. He got his white woman with her. He's talking to me because he's following Israelite and stuff like that, and we conversating about it. And I say, you are her pet. That's what I said to him directly. You are the pet of her. When she gets finished with you, she'll throw you away. When he gets the mic, he says, no, that's not true, because she likes black men more than white men, right? And he puts the mic in front of her, and she says, I'm not answering that. Because she would never on camera disrespect her white man, because you know what? She's going to go back to the white man when she gets finished. This is just a toy.
That was my very next question.
Mm-hmm.
We see a lot of brothers going to the white man because they feel like their black woman is not for them. Their black woman wants them to command a large income, be a certain height, look a certain way, treat them a certain way. And it all seems like you don't love a black man just because he's black. He has to be coming with something.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say about like the black woman making it hard to love her?
Okay, the black woman and black man ain't making it hard to love each other because they fucking like crazy. We're gonna do some fucking. Yeah. Like, because they having sex the way that they having sex, it's hard for me to believe that the man has to jump through hoops. So it's almost like two different conversations. Social content wise, if you look at black content, right? Black content is a black man having a channel dissing the shit out of black women, a black woman having a channel dissing the shit out of black men. But they're all having sex with each other. They're all sleeping with each other. I remember this girl, Cynthia G, used to call black men failures and said, you broke, you this, I'm not sleeping with you. And used to get on men that had multiple baby daddies, and then lo and behold, had a baby by a nigga that got multiple baby daddies.
Yeah.
But when it comes to relationships, we don't have a concept of relationships today. The reason why we don't have a concept of relationships because we've never seen it as a kid. As kids, you're supposed to see your mother and father is supposed to be the first relationship that you see, that you learn from. And so because we don't see that, we don't see our father love our mother love our father. You know what we see? We see constant conflict. So when we say when a woman says a man has to make this amount or that amount, you know what that is? I would call that prostitution.
For sure.
Is what you got to call it. Like the black woman is becoming a prostitute. Summer Walker, this bitch is a monster. Summer Walker just said that when she uses you up for your money, she's going to leave you. So now, what is a black man supposed to do with that?
Get a white girl, right?
No.
No, okay.
No. That would be the worst thing.
The worst thing you could do, for sure.
Because
Mexican?
Well, Mexican is an Israelite, so I wouldn't have no problem with a Mexican.
Look, we could.
But I'll tell you this though, here's the most important part that a black man is supposed to think when it comes to the black woman, is that she's destroyed because we destroyed her. Nobody can fix the black woman but a black man.
Amen.
Nobody can fix the black man but a black woman when we talk about relationships. As far as a black man, period, though, a black man has to fix him. Once you can understand that, you can start with the next thing that it takes is just compassion. When you see that black woman and she messed up, if I was to have a conversation with Summer Walker, somebody over-sexualized her. Somebody abused her. Somebody did something to Summer Walker that changed her whole concept of relationships, and nobody's ever counseled her on it. Nobody's ever cared that she was ran through by somebody that changed her thought process. Somebody taught her that. So it's going to take somebody to go to her and not want her for sex, but to just heal that part in her, to change her. Just like for the brothers that sleep with women, throwing them away. Somebody over-sexualized him. But one of the things we don't always talk about is how men get sexualized. I saw some old video of this guy Saeed on some podcast and these girls start twerking on him, and he don't want to get twerked on live TV.
Right. Zoe and
Zoe and them, right? And he puts out a video saying how, they got banned from Twitch, but he didn't want that. That was sexual assault, and that he suffers from depression, from suicide before that. Right. And so now this enhanced it. And then when you look at the comments,
hi, I'm an AI. I can trade for you.
And women in the comments is like, nigga, you should have just got the ass. You should have let them twerk on you. Why you acting like that? You's a pussy, you this, you that. Because you can abuse a boy sexually, nobody will say nothing. But nobody thinks about when that boy grows up and it's time to be in a relationship, he goes with his relationship experience, which is abuse. And so that's how he becomes abusive. Like, we are destroyed relationship-wise because nobody goes into the psychological damage that's been done to us. That's what we do in our school. Like, everything that I'm telling you, I had to actually go and study and read books and take classes to be able to understand that part. But that's why we're the way we are.
What should a good black man, are some of the attributes he should have even before he approaches a black woman?
He has to be dominant within himself. Like, you got to be, when I say dominant, your woman ain't who you lean on and cry on. Like, you don't go to her to lean and cry on. She come to you to lean and cry on. So whatever is wrong with you has to be fixed before you go with that woman. Because when you go in to get that woman, you're going to rule that woman. And if you can't rule yourself, you can't rule nobody else.
Yeah.
So I would say you start there.
So, because I've always believed.
You like that rule part?
Yeah. No, my thought process has always been, woman cry to man, man cry to God. If you got to cry.
Or a brother, like you better find a brother. When they said the Bible said brother is born for adversity.
Yeah.
You can't go and cry to your woman. And then later on, you a gangster.
There's a season of, I'm sure you don't watch it, but a show called Love is Blind on Netflix, where the current season, there's a black man. He's the only black man on the whole show. And he's very emotional. He cries to his girl every second.
She has no respect for him. And
she says it's a form of manipulation to try to get her to fall for his love. Yeah, for his game. Can you see a black man using crying as a form of manipulation?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't see. Why not? Listen,
why not?
Black men, like that crying, I guarantee he saw his mama do that.
Boy.
He didn't see his daddy do that. He didn't grow up seeing his daddy do it. He probably seen his mom or his auntie cry and get what they want, or growing up without a father, he cried to get what he want, and his mother gave it to him. So what's that, Oedipus complex, where you develop that with the woman that you get. So whatever worked on your mama is what you use on her.
Come on now.
Yeah, but she'll never respect him. And the fact that she's calling it manipulation is her saying, I don't give a fuck about your tears.
Come on.
That's all that's going to be. So you have to be a man. A man takes power. Like in that conversation, we was talking with Bishop and them, and they said, we ain't supposed to be superior. You're absolutely supposed to have a superior mind state. It's not a superior mind state to be a tyrant, but it is a superior mind state when you want to do something that you can believe that you can go do it. Black men are not taught that. We're not taught to believe that you can go do it.
But when you talk about the sinning and the 7 deadly sins, pride is one of them.
Superior is not pride.
Yeah, but I say, where is it a blurred line?
I don't know nothing that ain't really a blurred line. Like you could be aggressive and then overly aggressive. So, and your superiority is about controlling yourself. You'll know that it's pride when someone tries to correct you, say, hey, you're going too far. You're like, you can't tell me what to do, because I'm not talking about that. Nobody should be above counsel or listening to what somebody says. If I can't listen to what somebody's telling me, then maybe pride is getting in the way. If you don't at least consider what they might be. And of course, what I'm saying is not what anybody would say. It's only what would certain people say. So like everybody in this room, I wouldn't say you got to listen to, but you might have one person in this room that if he or she says something, you're going to take that in consideration because you've examined them. You respect their position. So everybody that you're not listening to doesn't mean you have pride, but it's always that one person that knows you or that second person that knows you that's giving you some advice. And if you can't listen to that, then that's pride. But Black men need a heavy dose of power or learning how to take power and achieve power. And it starts from the ground up. Like our school, we have, if I come into my school, I came in as what we call a young man. So I'm on my way to get power. Then you become a trooper. Then you at another level, get power. Then you become an officer of 50. You at another level of getting power. Then you raise up in ranks. And as you raise up in ranks, you're learning how to achieve power.